All right, it's been a rough one trying to get this one out. I had a bunch of technical difficulties right when I started to record this. Had some internet issues that I had to address, but we're back and we're going to record this rant, and I appreciate you watching and you joining me for it. But let's talk about why I think that the Royal Rumble might be one of my favorite pay-per-views again. And I say again because it really used to be in the past. I had the pleasure of going to two, one back in 2002 and one back in 2010, both here in Atlanta. And it was always cool to get a glimpse of, the WrestleMania picture after the Rumble. But somewhere along the lines, the Rumble has really lost its luster for me. I don't know exactly when this happened, but, the Rumbles that come to mind were, of course, the one that Roman won. Maybe you loved it, I hated it. Or the Rumble, the weird one where like Triple H won, but like he also won the title in the Rumble, whatever the hell was going on there. Didn't really care for it then. It just wasn't what it used to be, in my opinion. The results of this one, after Jey Uso won, this one has me actually really excited for what the Rumble could be in the future. And I know there was some folks amongst the internet wrestling community who really didn't like that Jey Uso won, but personally I loved it because it really shows how the Rumble can take a mid-card guy, and I say that with all due respect. Like, when I say mid-card, I don't necessarily mean lesser than, I just mean where they're placed in their matches at the moment. It allows for the mid-card guys to challenge for a major title and get a significant role at WrestleMania. And I think that with Jey winning allows other folks to win who normally wouldn't with the previous Rumble formulas. For instance, I think when I went 2002, that's when Triple H won. Huge star, right? 2010, I think Edge won that one. Also a huge star at the time. You look at the past couple of years, Cody won twice in a row. Megastar, you expect those guys to challenge for the quote-unquote main title and main event WrestleMania. That was the expectation of what a Royal Rumble winner should do previously. But now with Jey winning and opening the show on, I believe it was Saturday night, opens up a ton of new possibilities of who could win the Rumble in the future. I could totally see a guy like Karrion Kross or Chad Gable winning the Rumble in the future, because it also says a lot about the writing and the storytelling that's happening right now. I love that we're in an era where main events don't necessarily have to be for titles, and titles don't necessarily have to be in the main event. I mean, if you remember not too long ago, the hottest story in wrestling was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and they were wrestling over a friendship bracelet for the longest time. And with storytelling being what it is right now, I think we can use the Royal Rumble to really just catapult anyone we want into a title picture. But yeah, with that in mind, I really think that could make the Royal Rumble one of the better PLEs of the year again. Right up there with Money in the Bank, which is probably my favorite right now. Speaking of Money in the Bank, any early predictions on that? Love to know what you guys think in the comments. And I would love to know what you guys think of this take on how I believe at least storytelling is carrying the show in a way that allows matches to feel significant no matter where they are on the card and no matter what's up for grabs, considering the main event of Saturday night was a triple threat with no title on the line. I think that could really make the Rumble more fun and just less predictable. But again, love to know what you think. Is this a W take or an L take? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what else you want to talk about. What do you think about Mania not being in New Orleans this year, or next year rather? I think it's kind of disappointing given that folks probably already started planning for that trip. But at the same time, WrestleMania has been in New Orleans quite a few times. I think at least twice in the last decade. But I don't know. Hope it comes to Atlanta again. We've been really missing out, especially with the new stadium. I think it could be cool, but of course I'm biased. I live here, so that's where I would like it to be. But I hope you stick around for more videos like this. But yeah, I really appreciate you joining me for the rant. If you want to see more content like this, or you have something specific that you like to chat about, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, but I will catch y'all in the next one.